Additional courtesies, recognize Senator Sollman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I rise today to give courtesies to Ruralite magazine. Now, who would have thought that the April 2023 magazine would have me as a cover girl, as well as Senator Finley? And I would say that I think that this is really important to point out. This is an amazing magazine, has great from all corners of the state talking about policy and different things. But it talks about an environment of trust. The Senators Janine Sollman and Lynn Finley have forged a bipartisan trail in the Oregon Legislature's Senate Committee on Energy and Environment. It goes on to say, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there's a few points that I want to make here, that though these senators are on opposite ends of the political spectrum, they represent vastly different constituencies and serve on a committee known for controversial legislation. Yet Sollman, the Democratic chair of the Senate Committee on Energy and Environment, and Finley, the Republican vice chair, refused to let any of that get in the way of good, old-fashioned, bipartisan collaboration. I said, we make good decisions together, Sollman said, and I trust Lynn. And the feeling is mutual. I think the world of Janine, Finley said. She is a senator who cares about Oregon. I say this because I also want to just mention in this article that despite our differences, Senator Sollman and Finley have worked hard to make a committee model for bipartisanship. They've served together in the Oregon House. We joined forces together and brought an air quality bill for wood stoves. Finley was made an integral part of planning the committee agenda, that together we navigated the series of often controversial environment and energy related bills. And I say this because I think magazines and articles and pieces of information like this don't necessarily get out there to Oregonians in every corner of our state. And I think it's really important for folks to realize much of the work that we do here is bipartisan. I will never forget the opportunity that I had at the Eastern Oregon Summit when we sat up on the stage and legislators from Eastern Oregon said that 80-some% of the bills that we brought forward were bipartisan, and you could almost hear a collective gasp across in the gym. And people approached me. A woman was leaving and she pulled back in her car and she got out and she was from Baker and she said, "Thank you. Because I'll tell you what, on the news, everything is about you guys fighting. Everything." And I thought that that was incredibly important. That's why I will every time have the opportunity to go to Eastern Oregon summits, to go to coastal summits. I'll be there. And when we have opportunities like this, to see this, and Oregonians to hear this, I think that's critical, because they know and they should know that legislators come here to work together, to work for them. And I thank you.
Thank you, Senator, and thank you for Ruralite magazine, the editors and the authors, and for our two cover people that were prominently featured.